It's time to introduce this year's Sunshine State Young Reader Award program for students in 3rd through 5th grade. And we'll start by listening to these 15 book talks. Afterwards, we'll explain how the program works. Enjoy! The Ark Plan by Laura Martin. 5 years ago, Sky's father vanished without a trace. Now she's found a clue that's just the tip of an even larger mystery than just his disappearance. Sky must break out of her underground home and venture topside to a land reclaimed by nature and ruled by dinosaurs. Read all about it in The Ark Plan, the first in the Edge of Extinction series. Doublecross by Jackson Pearce. Everyone in Hale's family is a spy going way back. They've all worked for an elite organization, so top secret that new agents aren't recruited, they're born. His parents may be the ultimate spy team, but Hale isn't your typical stealthy spy. He is, as his mother puts it, big-boned, and as some of his classmates put it, fat. Still, he's convinced that he will someday be a great field agent. After all, it's his legacy. Read all about it in Doublecross and Other Skills I Learned as a Super Spy. Dragons and Marshmallows by Asia Citro. Zoe discovers a glowing photo and learns an amazing secret. Injured magical animals come to their backyard barn for help. When a sick baby dragon appears, it's up to Zoe and Sassafras to figure out what's wrong. Will they be able to help little Marshmallow before it's too late? Read Dragons and Marshmallows to find out. The Great Treehouse War by Lisa Graff. Winnie's last day of 4th grade ended with a pretty life-changing surprise. That was the day Winnie's parents got divorced and decided that Winnie would live 3 days a week with each of them and spend Wednesdays by herself in a treehouse between their houses to divide her time evenly. Read all about it in The Great Treehouse War. Home Sweet Motel by Grabenstein. 11-year-old P.T. Wilkie may be the greatest storyteller alive, but he knows one thing for a fact. The Wonderland Motel is the best place a kid could ever live. There's only one thing the Wonderland doesn't have, though. Customers. And if the Wonderland doesn't get 'em soon, P.T. and his friend Gloria may have to say goodbye to their beloved motel forever. They need to think big. They need to think bold. They need an outrageous plan. Can they save their motel? Read Home Sweet Motel to find out. I Love You, Michael Collins by Lauren Barrett's Logstead. It's 1969, and the country is gearing up for what looks to be the most exciting moment in U.S. history: men landing on the moon. 10-year-old Mammy's class is given an assignment to write letters to the astronauts. Only Mammy writes to Michael Collins, the astronaut who will come so close but never actually walk on the moon. That's because he's the one who must stay with the ship. After school ends, Mammy keeps writing to Michael Collins, taking comfort in telling someone about what's going on with her family. One by one, they leave the house thinking that someone else is taking care of her, until she is all alone except for her cat and her best friend Buster. And as the date of the launch nears, Mammy can't help but wonder, does no one stay with the ship anymore? Read I Love You, Michael Collins, to find out. Lemons by Melissa Savage. Lemonade's mama always told her, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But Lem can't possibly make lemonade out of her new life in Willow Creek, California, the Bigfoot capital of the world, where she's forced to live with a grandfather she's never met, especially after her mother passes away. Read all about it in Lemons. Lights, Camera, Cook by Charisse Miracle Harper. A zesty series for fans of MasterChef Junior and Kids Cook-Off. In episode 1, 4 talented tween chefs step into the spotlight to prove they have what it takes to become the next best junior chef. Who will have the grits to get through week 1 of the competition? Read Lights, Camera, Cook to find out. Overboard by Terry Lynn Johnson. Travis and his family are on a whale watch off the coast of Washington when disaster strikes. The boat capsizes, throwing everyone into the ice-cold waves. Separated from their families and struggling to stay afloat, Travis and Marina must use all of their grit and knowledge to survive. Read all about it in Overboard. Podkin One Ear by Kieran Larwood. In a classic fantasy world of rabbits, 3 young siblings are on the run from a villainous Gorm tribe who have killed and enslaved their clan. Podkin, once destined to be clan leader, has always been spoiled, but now he must act bravely as he, his older sister, and baby brother flee for their lives. Facing pursuit and treachery, the 3 collect allies in their search for refuge, until at last they're ready to fight back against the Gorm and attempt to rid the land of an evil scourge. Read all about it in Podkin One Ear. Spirit Week Showdown by Crystal Allen. 9-year-old Maya Tibbs is boot-scootin' excited for the best week of the whole year, Spirit Week. She and her mega-popular best friend Naomi Jackson even made a pinky promise to be Spirit Week partners so they can win the big prize, special VIP tickets to the Fall Festival. But when the partner picking goes horribly wrong, Maya gets paired with mean Connie Tate, the biggest bully in the school. And she can't get out of it. Now Naomi is mad at Maya for breaking a promise, even though Maya couldn't help it, and everyone at school is calling Maya names. Can Maya work with mean Connie to win the VIP tickets and get her best friend back? Read Spirit Week Showdown to find out. The Sweetest Sound by Sherri Winston. For 10-year-old Cadence Jolly, birthdays are a constant reminder of all that has changed since her mother skipped town with dreams of becoming a star. Cadence inherited that musical soul. She can't deny it. But otherwise, she couldn't be more different. She's shy as can be. Cadence made a promise last year that she would try to break out of her shell just a little, and she prayed for courage to do it. When a secret recording of her singing leaks and catches the attention of her whole church, she needs to decide what's better. Deceiving everybody by pretending it belongs to someone else, or finally stepping into the spotlight. Read all about it in The Sweetest Sound. A True Home by Callie George. When Mona the Mouse stumbles across the wondrous world of Heartwood Hotel in the middle of a storm, she desperately hopes that they'll let her stay. As it turns out, Mona is precisely the maid they need at the grandest hotel in Fernwood Forest, where animals come from far and wide for safety, luxury, and comfort. But the Heartwood Hotel is not all acorn souffle and soft moss-lined beds. Danger lurks, and as it approaches, Mona finds that this hotel is more than a warm place to spend the night. It might also be a home. Read all about it in A True Home.
Ugly Cat and Pablo by Isabel Quintero. Ugly Cat is dying for a paleta, or ice pop, and his mouse friend Pablo is determined to help him get one by scaring a little girl who's enjoying a coconut pop in the park. But things go horribly wrong when instead of being scared, the little girl picks Pablo up and declares he would make a great snack for her pet snake. In all the commotion and confusion, Ugly Cat wonders if he might have accidentally swallowed Pablo himself. Read all about it in Ugly Cat and Pablo.
Wish by Barbara O'Connor. 11-year-old Charlie Reese has been making the same secret wish every day since 4th grade. She even has a list of all the ways there are to make a wish, such as cutting off the pointed end of a slice of pie and wishing on it as she takes the last bite. But when she is sent to the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina to live with a family she barely knows, it seems unlikely that her wish will ever come true. That is until she meets Wishbone, a skinny stray dog who captures her heart, and Howard, a neighbor boy who proves surprising in lots of ways. Suddenly, Charlie is in serious danger of discovering that what she thought she wanted may not be what she needs at all. Read all about it in Wish.
Aren't these books awesome? And they're all accelerated readers. Okay, so here's how this year's Sunshine State Young Reader Award program works. You read the Sunshine State books, and then you take the AR quiz. You've got to pass it by at least 60% if you want each and every quiz to count towards this great program. When you read one Sunshine State book, you'll get a limited edition bookmark with the unique cover of the first Sunshine State book you read.
When you read 2 Sunshine State Young Reader Award books, you get another limited edition bookmark. When you read 3 Sunshine State books, you'll get a limited edition bookmark and a Sunshine State brag button. Pretty cool. Plus, reading 3 Sunshine State books means you qualify to vote for your favorite book when the program ends. Remember, your vote counts. When you read and pass an AR quiz on 4 or more Sunshine State books, you'll get 1 or more of these great prizes, including a Sunshine State bookmark, sticker, a free book, the Sunshine State dog tag, and raffle tickets for grand prizes. Want to know more? Just see the prize chart your teacher has for more details. Right here, this is what a super reader is all about. When you read 15 Sunshine State Young Reader Award books, you get a bookmark, a brag button, and a special medal that's given to you on the morning announcements, plus 4 raffle tickets for one of the grand prizes. But the best part is once you read at least 10 Sunshine State books, you'll be formally invited to try out for this year's Battle of the Books. This is a special competition where students who have read the Sunshine State books compete against others about their knowledge on each of the books. It's the coolest competition for book readers ever, and all you have to do is read at least 10 of the Sunshine State books. Let's do this, Perrine Panthers! While we wait for our library to reopen with new furniture and shelving, only your teacher can check out Sunshine State books and share them with students in her class. Once your teacher returns the books to Miss Del Rio, more Sunshine State books can be checked out and shared with you, the students. But don't forget, you can always visit the public library to check out your own copies of these great books. If they run out, just place a copy on hold with the public library. They'll send you an email or a text when your book is ready to pick up. The public library is always a great place to visit and get all of the books you need. Teachers, you'll receive a copy of the Sunshine State book poster and the prize chart so your students can see what prizes they'll receive with each book they read and quiz on. Miss Del Rio will chart the Sunshine State AR quizzes taken by your students and announce their progress weekly on the morning announcements. Prizes earned will be placed in a large envelope and delivered to teacher mailboxes each week. And remember, all of these great Sunshine State Young Reader Award books are accelerated readers, and all who read at least 3 or more will be able to vote for their favorite book in March when the program ends. Remember, your vote counts. We hope everyone has enjoyed this special presentation on the Sunshine State Young Reader Award books. So get busy reading, kids, and enjoy these awesome books. Happy readings, everyone!